right, I know I just made a video about light stands, and I got to make one more real quick. Am I the only one who gets excited about light stands? I don't know, I just love it. I love the challenge of finding the smallest, most lightweight, compact light stand for travel. And you know, if you're going somewhere in a car, it's no big deal. I mean, you can take whatever you want. But when you're flying or you're hiking, weight and size is everything, especially weight. So this is my challenge because the biggest thing you carry when you're going somewhere with lighting is the light stand. So, all right, enough of that. So I got me thinking on that last video, and that is that last tripod I showed you, it is not that good for a 600. It's just too flimsy with the carbon fiber for 600. So today, the main thing is what is good for uneven ground that can hold a 600. Now, I know I talked about the ProMaster LSCT. This one has the best base out of anything because each leg can go at whatever angle you want. And not only that, the legs extend and contract. So this is the best base possible, I think, for going to somewhere where you uneven ground and you're not sure where you're going to be. So you can have each leg can be a different angle and a different length. The only thing about this one is it's not that tall and it's kind of heavy. It's 2.6 pounds, which is the heaviest out of all of these. This is as tall as it goes. It's exactly 6 feet. It'll hold a AD600, which is 7 pounds, plus a big, heavy modifier on there, which also weighs a pound. So anyway, so this thing, it will work. I mean, it's okay. It wobbles a little bit. They all wobble a little bit because they're travel tripods, but this is this is a pretty good height. It folds down to this, so this is the shortest one of the bunch. You can put this sideways in a suitcase. The only thing is it's kind of wide and it's kind of heavy. It's 2.6 pounds. I think actually the best of the bunch that has the folding legs, because the other one that I showed you the other day, all it did was make the legs longer and shorter. It didn't have different preset positions for the legs like this one does. So I think this one is probably, the best of all worlds, because now the legs don't extend or get shorter, but they do go in different angles. So you can do uneven ground with this one. So I think this is probably one of the best, and it's aluminum, so it's stronger than carbon fiber, and it's taller than this other one. So this one is, this is a K&F Concept 86-inch. Now when they say 86-inch, they mean when you do this to it. When you make the legs go at a very narrow angle, which makes it obviously taller than when you're like this. But I think obviously for stability, this is the way to go. So I'm not going to count this height because, I mean, this will work if there's no wind and you have, you know, like a AD600 on there, then I guess you're fine. But for AD600 with a small breeze, I think this is the way to go. This is 7 feet 3 inches, but in this case, this is 6 feet 8 inches. So it's 8 inches taller than 6 feet, and it's a good height for doing. And as far as stability goes, it wobbles a little bit, but not as much as the carbon fiber one did. But it's acceptable, and it's really lightweight. It's 2.3 pounds. They have a choice of getting two of these. This is called the enhanced version, 86-inch. They have on the website this version. You get two of these for $90. It's shorter, it's a little narrower, and it's more lightweight than the 86-inch, but it is not as strong as this one. This is a little bit heavier duty aluminum. This is that's why you get two of these for $90. You get one of these for $80. If all you have is a 100 or a 200, this will easily handle a 200, no problem. Matter of fact, I think the 200 is the golden medium for me when 600 is just too heavy and too ridiculous to take. Sometimes I need a little more power than a 100, so I still love my 200s. I know I love the 100s, but the 200s I think is the magic love affair for strobes. And yes, you can put a softbox on here too. Obviously you need the legs out this way. These are really lightweight. The reason I'm even mentioning these is because the legs go at different angles. So for uneven ground, I think these are the ones to use. If you're, you know what's funny is most of the time in all the conditions I've ever been on, I usually never needed to change the height of these. I usually always use these, which don't have legs that go different angles, but it works fine. I mean, the LS6s, this one, by the way, is the 6-footer with an extension rod on it. And look how tall, it's an 8-foot this is 8 feet now, and it's strong enough, believe it or not, this little thing, the 6-footer with the extension rod, is strong enough to hold this monstrosity on top. The extension rod is steel, and it goes up 8 feet. And of course, you should put rocks down on the base here. It'll wobble a bit, but it'll hold it. It'll definitely hold an AD600. So this is pretty amazing. If you don't worry about uneven ground, or you can find some wedges or something, I still say the LS6s are the most lightweight and the easiest to use. But look at this. With an extension rod, you can put an AD600, and obviously you can put, for those of you who are wondering, my most famous go-to travel tripod light stand of all is the 8-foot LS8 from Impact. It will take a 600 with a softbox on it. So there you go. This is the 8-footer. Put rocks on the base. Always put heavy objects on the base of these things when you're doing stuff like this. There's always rocks around wherever I go, or heavy camera bags or something. But anyway, it'll wobble a bit, but it will not. Weebles wobble, but they won't fall down. This thing will not fall down. I've never had an issue with it. And the only thing is, the 8-footer has to go diagonally in a full-size suitcase. It's 28 inches. The 6-footer can go straight up and down in a suitcase, and you'll go the same height when you use an extension rod. So anyway, this is only $20. This is only $30. So they're the most strongest, most lightweight of the bunch. I think you can still get them in some places. Impact LS6. This is how short it is. This will fit right along the side of a suitcase, 26 inches, I believe. This is 28 inches. That one has to go diagonal. But for uneven ground, I would say the K&F Concept, depending on what you have on it, if it's 200, I would get the cheaper one's fine. You cannot use an extension rod on this with that. It's too wobbly for that. But you can put this here. You can put a 600 up here for one of these. So what I would suggest to do is to do a hybrid situation where I would take maybe on a trip a 6-footer, an 8-footer, and one of these. One of each, because one of them will probably be on uneven ground and 2 will probably be on pretty flat ground. So I usually take a combination of ones, just so I'm covered for all situations. Anyway, I just thought I'd say that real quick. I love light stands. I can't stop talking about them. They're so much fun. I don't know what it is, this fascination with light stands, but it's like when I travel, I feel like I really, I'm proud of myself if I'm able to figure out a way to get something big and clunky in my suitcase that doesn't weigh a lot, and I have 3 or 4 of them. That's pretty immense. Usually I have 6 of them, actually, but I had to do that real quick. Uneven ground, AD600, K&F Concept AD600. I'll put the link down below for this. Aluminum, really lightweight. It's shorter than the 6-footer. They weigh about the same. There you go. Okay, I'm just giving you more options. If you like to do lighting, this is the channel. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.